Hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Direct and MK Sports Cars. It's the weekend, it's miserable, the sun is not shining, it's raining, it's sleeting, it's doing everything but the nice weather for these cars at the moment. If you like what you see and you're into your kit cars guys, then why not subscribe to our channel. Press subscribe, click on the bell icon, press all, and it'll send you notifications each week. January's nearly over, last weekend, so first of the month cracking on, which is fantastic news because I don't want to wish the months away, but I really do want to get to the nice warm weather we can share these out. So we're in the workshop today, and I'm going to start off with the MC, so the RX5 MC 5EY car. We're doing a few bits on this during the course of the week, on the back end mainly of this one this week. I don't have a cameraman, I have a tripod helping me this afternoon, so I'll crack on with that and I'll grab the camera and talk you around what we've been getting on with this. Okay, so RX5 MC, it's got the R15EY engine in, which you probably know by now. We've said it enough, and it says Yamaha on the tin, so it's got to be. So yeah, we've been cracking on. We've put the extra super light wheels on this, the Space Savers. I don't really going to give us much grip. That's just to roll it around in the workshop if you're wondering why we got those daft clown wheels on there. But really, the main end has been on the back. A couple of weeks ago you saw we fitted the carbon fibre rear arches, but what we've been on with during the course of this week is, well, a few cap went in a week ago, but the LED light packs. We've got the lights gone in here and we've cut the holes for these, and our all-in-one LED indicator side light, tail light lights. They're really lightweight. We're trying to make this car super light. The boot cover's gone on. This is the carbon effect, really, I suppose, of vinyl, and also we've got the carbon stripe gone on the back here. We had to fit that first now because obviously we're fitting in the number plate light as well. So we've been doing that. All the poppers are on. These are available for roll cages or for boot covers, and these are lightweight lights, LED light pack that we're fitting a standard. Thinking well, we're trying to make this as light as possible, really, this car, and I'll show you perhaps next week, but myself and Joseph can quite comfortably, and it's got most of the components on it now, apart from the exhaust and a few bits of bobs, can pick this up on the front end on our own. I know the four of us can just pick this car straight up. Might even put it on video. But yeah, it's looking nice, really tidy. Back end, which we'll do there. It's standard nowadays that we fit the boot covers on the cars, nice and neat, black vinyl or the carbon vinyl, and with the little LED light pack and the black anodised fuel cap starting to tie in nicely, and then dashboard is in with just a column which got to mount the standard clocks on there as well. So I've been on with a 5EY MC. S2000 time Classic Indy, S2000 F20C engine, which we spoke about. Been cracking on with this as well throughout the corner of the week. Good news is it's gone from over there on the benches being sorted out and painted and detailed and serviced, and new clutch and water pumps and plugs and bits and bobs that we put onto this as well, cracking on with, and now it's in the car, as you can see. Right, here we go then, let's have a little walk round. Super lightweight Space Savers on this as well, just for rolling around the workshop. So the F20C, cracking engine, you know, it's one of my favourites out there. Got one on my own car, as you guys, most of you know. Detailed this engine up quite nicely. Now into the chassis with a standard 6-speed gearbox from the S2000 engine in there. Of course, it's got the billet pedal box in there underneath as well, tucked under there. So this has been hydro dipped, got a nice carbon effect on those as well. New belt because we
Get rid of the AC air conditioning on this. Don't need air conditioning in the car. Got enough wind blowing for air. It's got new belts and stuff like that going on. We got in here. We've got the oil pressure sender we mounted in. Pipe what's gone in. So we've got the radiator, 55mm, oil cooler, 19 row fitted in there. The pipe work in there as well. Sender in here for where we're going to put the 1/8 MPT under here for the DigiDash. Take off from here is for the bottom hose, and then we've got the feed coming out, which will be from the header tank. The rest of it's standard installation really, with the alternator and everything else. As we said last week, the EGR blank goes in here, and we're running the OMEX system on it as well. So that's all in. Fuel lines all plumbed up, feed and return as well. Braided clutch hose going down into the pedal box there. That's all in as well. Wiring looms, most of it's detailed in. Prop shaft is in on one section, mounted to the diff. We've just got to mount it up to the gearbox here, with the side panels trimmed and etc. as well. Body panels, as we showed you, we dry fitted all of this last week, and now we've mounted in the again the fuel cap, the breathable one. That's all in, anodised black, nice and tidy, and the fuel tank all mounted in with a sender for the ETB DigiDash, pushing shaft, and we run a 3.9 on these. We're in a 3.9 LSD forward based on this with a pushing shaft. That's 60mm bearings, and they work with a standard caliper, as you can see, for Sierra under the rear, with the Protect shocks as well. And this is pipe work just to feed up to it. So we've been cracking along with this. We've just got now the exhaust system to cut out in the side panels. Exhaust will be mounted, steering link bar, steering column to go in this week. But yeah, we did some weights on these as well. So you're wondering, how much does this weigh? The F20C. Well, take a guess before I say. It's 131 kilos, the engine. Not with the box, just the engine. 131 kilos as it sits in there with the engine mounts. No oil in there. No oil in that, guys. That is a dry engine, 131 kilos. There's a few accessories to go on there as well. And the gearbox comes in with oil and everything else attached. Comes in just under 50 kilos. So as a combination, you're looking at just over 180 kilos as an engine gearbox combination. Not the lightest out there. We know some of the Fords are a bit lighter, but the reliability of these versus, you know, the little bit of extra weight that you get on them, because I know the Duratex and the Type 9 will come in considerably lighter than those, but these are so damn reliable with that VTEC system as well. I'd compromise on the weight, to be honest with you, and the drivability. You've got 220 horsepower plus, maybe, you know, stretch 230s normally, and yeah, they just do it. They keep giving and giving and giving and give you 9,000 RPM. So cracking engine. So 180 kilos. Okay, so we spoke about the F20C Honda S2000 engine, Civic Type R engine here. We've got one here, K20A. This comes in only about a kilo lighter, taking the air pump off it, but with oil in. So that is wet. So it's about 130 kilos wet. So you could take 3 or 4 kilos maybe for oil to come off on it. But in reality, very, very similar in the same sort of weight category of the sort of just under the 130 kilos. But we probably will lose a lot of this pulley system here and the water pump on this and do the water pump delete. So I reckon there's a good 4 or 5 kilos plus to come out of this, because I think we may go electric water pump on that eventually as well. So we've taken this big old thing off, the older aircon pump, and I mean that weighs, there we go, got some digital scales here, 5 kilos. 5 kilos on its own, so a fair amount of weight difference. Right, so we spoke about the F20C 6-speed gearbox. Got a couple of Mazda boxes here in the adapter plate. I'm going to chuck these on the scales. Fairly heavy. This is the 6-speed NB gearbox, and it comes in at 39 kilos. It's about 11 kilos lighter than the F20C. So that's where our weight saving is going to be on the 6-speed versus the F20C. There's going to be, the overall package will be about 10 to 15 kilos lighter.
or you could go to 5-speed. Now these do feel quite considerably different. 5-speed box, 36 kilos, so it's about 3 kilos heavier. You'd expect that. It's got extra gearing in it and etc. as well. So you could go to 5 or the 6-speed route, but we're going to go to 6-speed route. It's a bit stronger in the gearbox. We'll be making that, but we have got to factor in this, which is the adapter plate of the two, and you lose, it's about 4 kilos in all. So overall package, I reckon maybe just about 10 kilos lighter as an overall package, with the 6-speed Mazda, with the adapter plate, and a K20 A2 engine as standard without any water pump deletes and everything else. So 10 kilos saving over the F20C with a standard 6-speed gearbox. So it gives you some sort of idea of how they compare.
Right, chassis production still rolling along quite nicely. We've got another one here, basically been fabricated up in bare, no powder coat on this, in bare metal. You probably saw in the week on the socials, we created one up, which we've been creating up and getting together for the customer. That's going across the pond to the good old USA. I think it's an F20C engine, and Josh, I'm sure, will be keen to get that through. Take a few weeks to get there and onto his doorstep, but we'll see that. This one's going to be rolling out, I think, to Canada. It's a left hooker. You can see by in here, we've got the pedal box have been mounted tonight. It's in bare chassis. He's gonna, I think he's putting some kind of eco boost in this actually as well, so it's why it's bare, and he's going to fabricate his own things. He wants to do a little bit of change and different gearboxes and that, something we haven't jigged up for before. So it's going to be very much custom for him, but we can try and accommodate you where we can. So it's coming in a flat pack form for him with all the bodywork, but all the panels all pre-fitted, all the floor pans been pre-fitted and powder coated, all the side panels, the interior panels here, just the chassis side of it that he'll get done when it lands on his, when it goes again across the water there. So chassis production still doing it. Kits are still selling pretty well actually. So we are still on the sort of realistically 10 to 12 week lead time on kit production coming out to you. But so if you're interested in that, give us a call out there. And you've probably seen on the socials about coming to people and they're doing their builds, coming to, you know, if you're doing we're still in the who's in the headlight sort of thing as well. Or if you want to do a montage of what you're doing on your builds, we'd love to see it. Send us in your videos. Enjoy watching them. We really do, and I'm sure there's many other people out there that do as well. But yeah, another chassis ready. We've got 2 more over there and 2 more over there, and we're getting on with those. Some of our in pedal boxes and floor pans and all of that fitted, and then bodyworks and making it all together, and then get out to their new prospective owners. Can't wait to see the builds.
Okay, what a week. What a January. Where's that gone? Amazing. Flown by. So back here at the MC, we'll be tickling on with this and these 2 chassis here that I spoke about a minute ago, and the F20C, and we've got the left-hand drive coming back in. It's been finished off with the wiring. That'll be sitting its way in here, and we've got a couple of other cars we've got to get through and sort out during the week that are going to be heading in doors, COVID friendly, of course. Still, unfortunately, no visitations at the moment until we sort it out. We're doing some handover stuff, and we're delivering kits COVID friendly as well, which makes it life easier probably for you as well. If you're looking for a delivery service, we can offer that as well during this bit of a challenging time. So you've probably seen we're advertising for a position for a parts person here. We are doing very well at the moment, and we're trying to deliver your boxes out, but we need more manpower, so we've put that out there. So thanks for all the guys that have applied for that, and we'll be rolling through the CVs and doing Zoom meeting interviews, not face-to-face, Zoom meeting interviews during the last over the next sort of couple of days or so, and try and get that up and fill that position, and there'll be another new members of the family, and looking forward to that. So that's it for this week, guys. Remember to subscribe down here and like and share, tell your friends about us, and hopefully come February we get an announcement and we might start to move into different phases, and we can look to book track days and everything else. Cool, guys. Catch you next week.